Welcome back, everyone. At the end of the last episode, we blew this bridge to smithereens. And that was, hopefully, according to Dutch, to give us some more noise and also impede the progress of the military to taking us down before we can escape. But we've also admitted to John that our loyalties don't lie with that plan anymore, but we're seeing it through. Anyway, we've got some bounty hunters. I'm going to have to kill in a moment. We wanted dead or alive in New Hanover. Where's your mate? So what we're going to do is we're going to head over up to Rains Fall and see if he... Okay, where are you? There you are. Horrible. Horrible beast. But on our way, there's a structure that we don't know what it is. We saw... In the last episode, we saw a witch's cauldron, a witch's coven. But this time, we're going to go and visit this. Don't know what it is. We've not been there before. And then let's go up to the Wapiti Indian Reservation and speak to Rains Fall. He needs some help against the military, against the government, who are doing bad things. Yep. And we'll also try and get... How are we going to get there? How are we going to get there? We're also going to try and kill some animals on our way. So I'm going to get my binoculars out. I'm going to take a look. We've discovered that birds like to sit on these rocks, and we need a cardinal. I don't know if we're going to see one this far, because there was some in Amberino. Whether we can... I think we're in Amberino again now, but I wonder if they're going to show themselves.
Okay there.
Because the problem is, they sit on these rocks next to the road, but they get scared away by passing fellows on horses.
Easy.
Got here. What we got here? We got a western chipmunk. No, wasted my last small game arrow.
Oh, shit. Better let someone...
Disturbing the peace. Go away, my friend. Leave me alone. I think we should have plenty of flight feathers now to craft some more. So once we get up to this place, we'll have a craft.
Easy. Giddy up. Easy, easy.
Whoa! What is this? There's like a chimney coming out of that house. It looks like the Teletubby house. We've got some smoke going on over there. This is a house built into the mountainside. It's a hobbit's house. What's that on top? Some kind of sun pagan symbol? What's it say on the map? Nothing as yet. I think we need to enter it before it gives us that information. Inspect the site. Here we go. A mysterious hill home. Wonder who lived here. Well, can we go in and have a look? Is that a note? No, poison arrow pamphlets. Lovely. true outdoorsman must be able to surmount all difficulties, whether saddling a wild horse, trenailing a raft, or dispatching wildlife or savages that pose a threat. In some cases, the firing of an arrow into the man or a large beast will only enrage them further and result to harm your person. The ancient Greeks and the Romans understood this and often coated projectiles with poison. Oleander plant. Store in the quiver. You should never eat game felled by a poisoned arrow. Okay, so that's something that we can now craft. I want to get in the mysterious hill home. Please? Is there a back door? Now what does that mean? It means nothing to me. I don't think. That's the bridge. Okay, well nothing's forthcoming here. What's this? No idea. Some kind of tree husks. Right, let's continue up to Rain's Fall. But before we do, I want to craft some things. I want to do some game arrows and some meat, so I'll get that done and we'll be on our way. Right, let's make our merry way up to see Rain's Fall. Seeing what we can see when we see it. What's this? That's a leaf. I'm keeping an eye out for cardinals to contribute to our taxidermist requests. So I'd like to finish that mission as well, but we need a rat, we need a cardinal, and we need a woodpecker. So I've kind of nailed where the cardinals are, and they kind of show up on these rocks. But nearly got one as well, but one of these guys just came across and disturbed them.
Hi.
Hi. How do you?
Yeah. Easy. Whoa.
Let's have a look ahead here.
Yep. Slow up now.
I might just get off the horse here, grab the various things we need. Making sure to keep the binoculars handy. So I do want to take a look. What's going on down there? Mallard ducks. I think I've had a few of those. We're alright for ducks. I wonder if we're getting into the mountains here and the rocks are changing colour, or I wonder if we're not going to find the birds that we want. We'll see. Any resting on this fence? There is! There's a songbird. We've had one of those before. But we don't... No, he's off anyway. Right, only on the edge of the river here. We've got the white-tailed deer. What's that? Is that an eagle? It's not showing up what they are. Strange, isn't it? What's you? You're an American red squirrel. I am having you. He's running right away over there.
I don't care for being tracked, friend.
Where have you gone, my friend? There you are. No, ruined it. That wouldn't have been perfect anymore. Damn it. Okay. Well, we're going off piste here. So let's continue. Come on, Saracen. Poorly tracked. Oh, hello. What are you? You're a moose. We've had a moose before. I think. He's asking me to study it. Well, it's not letting me see it in the water. Oh, there's something after me. Oh, you bitch. You beast. You beast. Beastly beast. Okay, continue. Yeah, it was a moose. I wanted to track it to maybe put it into our compendium, but it once it was in the water, it wouldn't let me. Okay. Can't use weapons in this area. Now we've visited up here before and tried to chat to a few people, and they just weren't interested. Completely closed up to our presence.
Not all of them are bad. Rainsfall and his son have both had black feet.
We'll have to rains fall. Rains fall, anyone?
Anyway. Oh, wow.
Hello?
Come in. You don't sound very well.
I'm not. I think I'm dying.
And I hope you find peace.
I don't know too much about peace.
Apparently not. Did you have fun with my son, the impetuous prince? I believe you went on a raid with him.
I'm sorry.
I suppose I lack the grandeur of a conventional king.
I don't know too many kings.
Colonel Favors, he has already exacted some measure of revenge for the raid. 2 women were assaulted by his men.
I'm very sorry about all of this.
Yes. Sometimes the correct path, the bravest path, is the least obvious, and also the gentlest. I'm a great disappointment to my son.
Your son seems to want a war.
My son thinks there is glory in death. Maybe he's right, but for me, I saw death being handed out so freely by the most foolish of men, I never could equate it with victory. Glory has come in service. Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know.
I've killed a lot of people. For a whole lot of dumb reasons, and I ain't never seen much glory in it.
Well, your friend, Mr. Vanderland, he talks a lot. I don't know him, but my son is easily led.
I'm not sure I get you.
Well, perhaps we could go for a ride. I'm an old man. My whole life I have tried to bring peace.
But I ain't doing so good.
Then maybe you can take pity on my plight. Please, it won't take long. And maybe I can help you with that cough.
Sir! I'm glad I caught you, sir.
Captain Monroe, do you know my friend, Mr. Morgan?
No, sir. I don't have the pleasure.
Arthur Morgan.
It's an honor, sir.
How can I help you, Captain?
I was just in Saint Denis. I spoke with the mayor. It's not good news, I'm afraid. May I ride with you for a little?
Of course. Follow me.
So where are we going?
I want to show you a site up in the mountains that's long been sacred to me. A place for reflection and healing.
So who's this Monroe character then?
Coming past.
What is this news, Captain Monroe?
Yes, sir. As I mentioned, I did speak again with the mayor and the Bureau of Indian Affairs in Saint Denis at length. But regrettably, it appears the oil company has already received approval to move forward with drilling on the reservation's land.
I supposed as much. So what does that mean for us now?
I'm not sure just yet. I didn't get the impression anything would be happening for a few months. I'm very sorry, sir. I did everything I could.
I know, Captain.
And I assure you I will continue to do as much as I can. Mr. Morgan, would you have time to help me at all? I would rather certain actions were taken by friends outside the tribe.
Yes, please.
Oh, I can help.
That's good news. Thank you. Come meet me on the reservation whenever you can. Even just a couple hours of your time.
So he's a Wapiti Indian sympathizer working within the military. So they've got
Anyway, gentlemen,
they've got
I
help,
won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you both soon.
but you
Thank
can't
you,
stop the
Captain.
drilling. The drilling's
Enjoy the
happening.
ride.
See? What's left of that bridge over there? I heard about it being destroyed. Do you
That
know
was
if that was also my son's doing?
No, I'm pretty sure he had nothing to do with that one.
Well, I fear they will find a way to blame it on us anyway. We'll continue on this way. I'm going to look for some herbs to give you. See the wolves over there feasting on that horse? Brutality and beauty are both all around us. Yet so often we're unable to see past our own grievances. This is what I try to teach my son.
Yeah! Go on, get out of here!
Good. There was no need to harm them.
Whoa, whoa now. Hey, good boy.
We can talk if you want, Mr. Morgan. But don't feel like you have to. It's a beautiful ride ahead if you need some time to think.
no. Let's fill it. So we can talk about eagle flies, or we can talk about Dutch. Well, we're sick of Dutch. Let's hear more about eagle flies.
So, ain't exactly sure why I'm here. I guess our situations have become tangled.
You mean with my son?
Yes. I was there on the raid to steal back those horses and, well... You know something of Dutch, I think?
A little. Mostly from your friend, Charles.
I don't know why he's getting involved with eagle flies, but the two of them together?
Sorry, hold up a moment. That'll have to wait. Some of the plants I need will be growing down here.
Okay. So he's going to make us some medicine, which is hopefully going to help us retain our cause.
This is what I was looking for. English mace. Okay, let's continue on. You were
So he's
saying
using
before you
multiple
rode
herbs.
off?
I don't know why he's getting involved with eagle flies, but the two of them together? It's gonna be a problem.
So what are you suggesting we do?
The two of them were headed for Fort Wallace when I last saw them. I'll head over there, see if I can keep things from boiling over.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
You got no reason to thank me yet.
Right, let's talk about Arthur's son.
You know, I had a son once, years ago. Don't talk about him much.
Oh, what was his name?
Isaac. His mother, Eliza, was a waitress I met. When she got pregnant, she knew who I was, what my life was. I didn't want to promise nothing I couldn't keep, but I said I'd do right by them. Every few months, I'd stop by there for a few days. He was such a good kid. She was too, I guess. Just a kid, 19.
What happened?
I got there one day and saw two crosses outside, and I knew right away. Turned out some bastards had come through, robbed them, and shot them dead, and offered $10. It hardened me, feeling that kind of pain, I guess. I had to... I don't know. I ain't been a good man.
At least you understand something of your anger.
I understand that you can't be a bad man and expect good things to happen to you.
That's crazy. That's the first time we've been let into something of his past. He's given us tidbits,
Wait,
but his history is
stop
so
here.
checkered.
I want to pick some ginseng.
So he got with Judge when he was very young, a teenager. He's been with him for 20 years. And so during that time, he managed
This
to
will combine
have
well.
a relationship. But he couldn't commit to it. Oh, it's cold up here. We got anything on the horse that we can... let's
Wait
try and
there.
dress up a bit. Hang on, hang on.
Put these in your saddlebag.
You must be near and facing your player's saddled horse to
Let's see
access your
together.
outfits.
It tastes awful, but it'll help to keep your strength up. All right,
Right, let's put this on.
let's go. It's not much further now.
I don't get what's happening. Let's try it again. There we go. Okay, Arthur's sickness or Monroe? Let's talk about Monroe.
And that feller, Monroe, how you know him?
Captain Monroe was reassigned here from a regiment in the north. Apparently, the news of our conflict has spread all the way to Washington. He's a good man. He wants to help.
Well, I guess that's something at least.
The army aren't all bad men. Just as my people aren't all good. But this Colonel Favors, he walks an old line. He's obstinate and he hates Monroe. I just hope between us we can work this out.
So he's keeping open lines of diplomacy, and but his son, Eagle Flies, keeps shutting them with his actions. As with any good story, with different sides and different factions, there's good and bad within each of them. It's good and bad within the Indians, good and bad within the gang, good and bad within the army. Not so much with the Pinkertons though.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Look at this. What a view. What are we coming down into now? Looks like we've gone round like this, isn't it? I was thinking about getting that animal, but it was a bit fractious with rains falling in the way. What time we got?
Whoa. It's just up ahead.
All manner of wildlife.
What's happened? No! It can't be.
So he's taking us to a sacred Indian place. We seem to... There's a problem.
No! They destroyed everything! No, I need to find the Chanupa. Who would do this? Someone
Well,
who
he's
wanted
distressed.
to enrage you.
Help me look around, please. The Chanupa is gone.
Of course. What is it?
A ceremonial pipe. There must be some clues to what happened here.
So he's lost a ceremonial item
Sure
and we're
looks
trying to
like
figure
they
out
were
what it's
doing
gone
some
on.
drinking.
Dollars to donuts, it's the military. We'll go over here. Some more booze.
It's ruined.
Whiskey. Bastards are having a party up here.
Okay, let's continue on.
More over here.
More over here.
There's some whiskey here.
This is a place of peace. Please, come look at this.
What you found, Mr. Full?
An empty bottle of whiskey.
Well, if they drank all that, they couldn't have gotten too far.
Yeah, well, still no sign of the Chanupa.
Find some more things? So look up here. I think it's just bottles, more bottles. I think the same conclusion is going to continue. Well, that's an army flask.
Look there. Smoke. Do you have any binoculars? Oh, there they are. These brave men. Some of Colonel Favor's men. They must have been the ones who did this.
Are you surprised this happened?
Not at all. But I hope we were past this.
Well, you got land they want. Land with oil.
They moved us here. They've taken everything we had. I signed 3 treaties myself, and they've broken each one. Now they've taken the last hope. Now my people are going to want a war. A war they can't win.
Not if I get it back.
Get it back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in, get your Chinook, but no one will be any the wiser.
Would you do that?
Well, you can't go, they know why you'd come.
I don't have any money.
Nah, I don't need your money.
It's not an option to accept
Please
money
see if
now.
they have our sacred items. But try not to hurt anyone.
I'll try to.
Try not to hurt anyone, he says. Don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Come on, Saracen, do you want to get out of there, mate?
You said you were going to look for the Chinumpa.
Yes, I am, Rain's full. I've literally just got caught on this stick. I think your patience for my charitable offer is thin and poor.
Slow it up.
Focus on a horse track. Oh, that was a horse.
Yeah.
Right. So these guys, the military are trying to rile up the Indians into making a mistake, and with people like Eagle Flies, that's not hard. But Rain's Full doesn't want that. He wants to do it with diplomacy, but he doesn't trust these military, especially Colonel Favors, who doesn't like Indians. He's been involved in battling them before. But Munro's comes from a more modern school of thought, where he wants everyone to live together in the way that they want to live. Right. I'm just going to shoot them up. Apparently we can do this stealthily, without anyone getting hurt. But
I know. Who wants to fight them? Who cares? My uncle married an Indian anyway. She seemed nice enough.
An Indian?
Sure looked like one. From up near the Canadian border someplace.
Canada? They got Indians in Canada.
Tons of them. And French folk too.
No. Is France near Canada then?
No. France is near France. Well, it's in France. Indians is from here.
absolute,
from?
Me? I'm Polish. From Milwaukee.
absolute idiots. Okay, well, sorry, boys.
Hey!
still alive. Should be some more. Oh dear. Any more? There's one guy up there. Another guy over here. This auto aim is all right. Okay, well, we've got the whole camp to to look through. I think Rainfall probably heard and saw all of that, after telling us to be stealthy and then not hurt anyone. Probably a bad idea to leave all these guys, because it's blatantly going to be, I think it's the Wapiti reservation. If we just stole on in here and took... Right, let's search this sash, and took the relic. But we can take some jewellery while we're at it. And some arrows. And a silver chain bracelet. I wouldn't mind trying out their hat. It's a pretty cool hat. Right, we've got to find the relic. Where's that? Oh, here. Now, we saw this relic in the Witch's Coven in the last episode. Do you not remember? Hopefully I'll get a little clip of that here. Yeah, it seems to be. So, why has she got hold of those relics when she's a witch? I mean, can you have Indian witches? I'm not sure. Or was that a bit of a misplaced item by the developer? I'm not sure. Not sure about that. Or stimulant. Anything to read? So there's plenty of tents here, but not many men, so I wonder if the rest of them were away. There's probably countless things to pick up here, but I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. Coffee and things. Right, let's head back. It's Rain's full. He's going to have heard all of that, so I don't think he's going to be too impressed. But we've got his relic, his sacred item. So hopefully he'll be pleased enough, but I think Colonel Favors is going to be furious. He's had an attack on his camp, on his men. And he's going to assume the worst. So we've probably done no one any favours there. And I imagine a gold medal was dependent on doing it stealthily. Knocking them out.
Please tell me you found it.
Here. I got your things, I think.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm very sorry about this.
Even sacred things are only things. People, the heart, matter more. Was anyone hurt?
Yes.
It's a bad business. I should not have let you do this for me. But perhaps it will stop a bigger massacre. With these, maybe I can calm my people. Maybe I can calm my son.
I hope so.
Thank you. Take those herbs I gave you, please. And most of all, I hope you can find peace within yourself.
Okay, so Rainsfall seems appeased that that's back with him now. But let's try and craft
He's
this
a
thing
man
that we're on about.
not so long ago I would have found weak and pathetic. Now I see as wise and thoughtful and sensible. I would love to help him. Or at least stop Dutch pushing his son to do something real stupid.
Okay, what's happened here? Have we come down from the mountains? Where are we in relation to that place? Don't quite know it. No, we've come all the way back down here. We were up here. Somewhere. Okay, okay. Well, let's try and craft these items. Don't know where the recipe is. Can we do that? Can I craft? Yeah, let's try. Ah, well there's news. We don't need, if we got the gear, we don't need to start a campfire. I think I did know that. If you want to craft arrows and things. Right, so provisions, tonics. Some of these are locked, but we wanted, it was American, English something, English mace. Special health cure, that's the one. So it requires a camp to craft it. So, okay. Well, maybe I was wrong about that. Let's have a camp then. And let's craft this special health cure. Okay. So I think it... Let's have a look at what it does anyway. Okay, let's craft. Yes, here we go. So we've got plenty of ginseng. And what does it do? Let's see the effects. Fully restores health and fortifies greatly. And it lifts the core a little bit. No, fully restores the core and it gives it a good buff. Okay, well let's craft that. And stow it away. That's all we could do. What other tonics can we make? That's it. Alright, I'm going to try and craft some... No, can't craft those. Don't have the feathers. I think we've got plenty of meat. Okay, so maybe what we'll do is we will head back to... No, what we're going to do is we're going to stay here. And I think in the start of the next episode, we are going to do the stranger mission for Hamish Sinclair. Is our lady back over here? No, she's not. And then what we'll do is we'll head back to camp. I think that's what we'll do, and we'll make a plan. We might even head back to the Wapiti Reservation and continue with helping Captain Monroe. But yeah, it's going off. It's all a bit crazy. And that was nuts about our son, wasn't it? It's the first time we found out about a bit of historical information like that, about Arthur, personal information. We know that he comes from, you know, he wasn't too happy with his father. His dad was a drunk. He liked his whiskey. We know he got with Dutch very, very early on, in his young adulthood or late teens. And now we know he had a child with a woman who he, you know, cared for, but I don't think he was in love with. And he didn't feel like he wanted to start a family. He just visited them from time to time and enjoyed the kid, loved the kid. His name was Isaac. But, you know, you can imagine him making the decision to go and see them again and rounding the corner and finding 2 graves. And he said he knew instantly what had happened. And in this dangerous world that they're finding themselves in, things like that can happen. So, and he talks about the pain, but he's kept that locked down. Complicated and enigmatic character, but that was just a tiny bit, tiny way into So his personal history there. Right, folks, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. I have an unlikely dream that one day I shall be able to make this content on a full-time basis as my job, and it's a dream you might be able to help me with. If you enjoy what I do and want to see more of it and contribute to the channel's longevity, then please head over to my Patreon page for details on how you can do just that. Thanks for watching.